I wake up in the morning and I feel like I could stay in bed. That would be a miracle if that would only pay my rent. Today might be a better day if I would hear my agent say. One of the gigs that I've done for a long time as part of my journey is doing mascoteering.
Which is really far from what you planned, like music.
Yes,
no.
Mascot. But you know, it's also like the part of it is like just being open. I mean, I know a lot of actor friends who just say no mascoteering, no children's theatre, no kiddies work or whatever. I want to be a film star. And the reality is that to kind of create any sort of like not longevity, but any sort of traction within the field that we're in, you got to kind of wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah, you have to do more than one thing in order
and
to
sometimes
make
it's very humbling as well, because like you end up doing a lot of work that you don't want to do. Not saying that I don't necessarily want to do mascot work, I just see it as something that is part of the journey.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I don't think anybody who's ever like gone from being a nobody to like somebody in one breath could actually appreciate the thing that they were rewarded with.
Yeah.
So, and you see those stories all the time, like in Hollywood and like in the kind of the bigger music business. But I think the people who've kind of like gone through these things and are willing to share the experiences with others, that for me is a very special thing, because mascots are like the people in society who get overlooked. You see the mascot there and you feel, I feel so sorry for this guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done shows where in that moment, that was the most important thing for me, to be that sort of fantasy for that child in that moment, you know. And I mean, I've got some great friends who are mascoteers and who are also amazing actors, who are film actors, but they do mascot work still. So it's like the funny thing about our field in South Africa is that one moment you could be like top of the game, top of the level, and the next moment you could be doing a mascot gig. Last year I went to New York, performed on Broadway. And then the first gig that I did when I got back was a mascot gig.
Wow.
Even more crazy thing about that is that we had a standing ovation in New York. So you know, okay, a small time boy coming to this big country, coming to New York, playing on Broadway. I'm seeing all the places that I wanted to go to, like for example Carnegie Hall, I want to play there. And then coming back to South Africa and doing the very first gig is a mascot gig. And nobody knows you, nobody knows your face, but you're doing mascot work. So I try and include all of those types of stories like into my songwriting, so that it is essentially different. It's not, there are a lot of artists who just write love songs and it is a universal theme, but how do I make that relevant to myself so that I can continue playing the song until I'm like 50 or 60?
Yeah.
Or am I just going to write generic songs that appeal to everybody, but then there's no heart, there's no heart in it, you know? That's a common theme that is not, it's not just with 10 Seconds, it's with a lot of my other songs as well. And I go, wow, that song moved you. And then I don't understand what the relation is, but somehow people relate to it, so that's cool.